Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all for him.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Strikes the blow. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So North Texas offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah,
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's on the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw at Sorsby. They're bringing heat. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It's a draw. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try it on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Evans. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. The give to the single back. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds his man. It's Pryor. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception, so lucky that ball was incomplete.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Running with power. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And the running back gets That's his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Makes the grab. It's Pryor. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
They'll try the run. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Bearcats will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the 2nd half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quarterback will audible. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Pryor. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tight end getting vertical. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Pocket going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. North Texas will have to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man.
He's off to the races. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Pressure coming. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And now on second down for this offense. Quick handoff. And And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. Try to get it on the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Now they'll run the draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the tailback. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Makes his connection. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. On the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Feeling some heat. Makes the grab.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard in your offense.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fights off a defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking off. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a gap. It's Pryor. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Fires and picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty and ends a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's McMillan. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
The short hands, it's Young. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. North Texas will have to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what,
all kinds of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
And right down the middle. He marched 78 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and